السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا سيدي.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
My caliphate urn.
What is going on, sir? It is me, Ernie.
Honestly, he would have a Punjabi accent for sure. Absolutely.
What's up, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
Oh shit. Whoa. It's like 2 days after Ramadan and you like pig out and shit and gain like what 13 pounds?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, just my head swells.
I'm joking. You're putting your face way too close. It's ballooning it up.
Oh my god. Habibis, welcome to Habibi Power Hour. I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome. If you like our content, hit that like and subscribe button. A bit somber tonight. We didn't really, for one, Jay and I are absolutely exhausted. But two, we felt it probably wasn't like appropriate timing. But there's obviously no cold open tonight. And that's because one of our own Habibis had obviously going through it right now. That Damon Toll just sent a prayer to him and his family on the loss of his father. And if you would like to reach out to him, you can find him on Twitter at Damon Toll. Probably one of the OG Habibis, and probably our favorite because of all the mayo he consumes.
Right. I mean, it's a very special talent. It's an amazing talent, a talent bestowed upon him by Allah himself, being able to do it. But he's always been a great sport, a fantastic Habibi, and one very dear to the community's hearts. And yeah, if you guys do reach out to him, just let him know you're thinking about him, taking a packet of mayo down the throat for him. Just let him know that your thoughts are with him.
Yeah,
really.
He's a good guy. He came out to Habibi Con, the very first Habibi Con. He kissed both of our foreheads, I think, or heads. He didn't have to do that, but he did it.
But he did it. It was after a few rounds of drinks for sure, and two different places that we ended up at.
And he also caught me dancing in the street just randomly, like no one was watching. Very few Habibis are allowed to get away with that. Damon's one of them. So
he's
very, very sorry to hear about your loss, Damon. Obviously, we're all thinking about you, and I'm sure your father would be very proud of you. And we certainly are proud of you because, man, the level of shit posting you do on that website sometimes amazes me even.
Right. He's taken it up to another level. Yeah. Honestly, he has. And he does a great job. He does a great job in getting libs and people on the right like riled up like really well. Like his shit posting is great.
He reminds me of a young me, even though he's technically older than me.
A lot older.
A lot older.
He's a lot like he's very old now.
He's like 69.
Nice.
So, very nice. Very nice. So Habibis, I'm going to zoom out here because I know it's freaking everybody out. But there's Ernie, obviously. All right. So there's been a lot of news happening in the sense that nothing has actually changed at all in the last week.
Right. Women are still bound to be thrown into camps.
Right.
We're just this much closer away from taking their right to vote and their right to drive away, which I think is going to save a lot of people.
And also interracial marriage and gay marriage, all of that going away. Basically, anyone who's not a white man,
Right.
go to Gitmo, basically. So, Jay, I'll see you in Gitmo.
Right. They might have. I mean, we might get away with it for the first 6 months. But once we get banned,
I might, Jay, because look at me.
they're
I
going to
shave
throw
a
us
beard
out.
and I look exactly like them.
Oh yeah, you would. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
If I shave this beard, I look like that that vulture from Looney Tunes, like the very sad vulture.
So Ernie wants to leave me. Of course he does.
That's exactly what I look like when I shave. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, it's not at all. But so the Women's Health Protection Act would basically failed in the Senate. It failed 49 to 51.
And filibuster.
Yeah, exactly. I was just
about
to say, Jay,
stop the majority. The filibuster.
The pro-abortion advocates, all they're saying is that the filibuster needs to go. Elizabeth Warren, who has basically become the face for abortion, and again, I cannot underscore
the war chief. She's the war chief for abortion.
No one should want to ever become the face for terminating pregnancy. But if there's anyone that makes you want to terminate a pregnancy, surely Elizabeth Warren's your gal. So basically, what happened was the House passed the Women's Health Protection Act apparently last fall by a vote of 218 to 211. So it's not like, obviously, something that was considered like, oh, this is absolutely women's health and women's and health as a human, healthcare as a human right. No, this basically, it's a very divided issue. And the Senate failed to advance the Democratic-led bill. Mind you, Democrats do hold control over the Senate.
Yep.
But they only have 50 senators. And because obviously you have Kamala Harris, the vice president, being basically being the tie-breaking vote, there was nothing she could have even done because it was a procedural vote to only debate on the legislation, not even,
and it didn't even go through
the bill itself.
And that didn't even go through.
Yeah. Faye Beebe says that janky abortion bill failed worse in the Senate than Siraj did at making Bubba proud. Isn't that the truth? And also pain.
100%.
Essentially. What's everybody drinking tonight? What are you drinking tonight, Jay? I actually don't have a drink.
I am drinking some Japanese whiskey.
That's great.
Mikakuna.
Mikakuna?
Product of Japan. It's a Japanese blended whiskey.
Mm-hmm. So
there's a lot of names on here that I'm going to fuck up if you want me to read the description.
Jay, I don't know if we really want that. Do you really want that?
Yogo Prefecture, home of Mount Kasakata, where the Noma River flows, and the location of the distillery producing this whiskey. This distinct region is known as the Navel of Japan. The Navel of Japan. It's one of the three places I like to put my tongue in. Whose clear spring waters are renowned for purported healing qualities. Blended from whiskey aged a minimum of 3 years, Mikakuna offers aromas of woody oak and tropical fruits. A sweet honey and vanilla taste leads to bold finish and long and spicy. Long and spicy. That's what they call that's what they call a packy dick after curry.
Whoa. If anything, we are short and spicy, okay?
Short and spicy. I apologize.
Thank you. So Polycarp over on Rumble says, "Don't panic, I'm here. Liz Warren face is ass licking sexy."
They're drinking Stoli. Salud.
Oh, yeah. Salud. So, getting back to the issue at hand, Sarah says I'm getting measured for my burqa soon, as she should be.
Alhamdulillah. I can't believe you don't have it on yet.
Yeah.
It is a recommendation to wear it while you watch Habibi Bros.
You know what's really funny, Jay? Remember beginning of COVID, how there were some people who were like on the fringe, right? Well, we would obviously call them conspiracy theorists, but at this point, they're basically just had the spoiler alert. They were calling how wearing a mask was basically ushering in Sharia law.
Right.
Ultra mega Sharia. Sure enough, Jay, they were right. With this Women's Health Protection Act and Roe v. Wade getting overturned, Sharia law has come to America.
We're cripping. We're cripping that Sharia. We're cripping.
So,
it's cripping.
I hope every woman in the chat, all the Habibtis get measured for their burqas. Like Sarah, she's very proactive. If you can't say what you want about her pretzels. She is proactive.
Carl Ferris putting down the Legos just enough to write this comment. I signed in just in time to hear one of my favorite places to put my tongue in. Yes, we were talking about your mom. Now go back to your Legos.
James F says no Twitch today. Actually, yes, no Twitch today. We are trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
We are just going to do, simulcast on 2 different channels. We want to consolidate really because, spreading out too much, it makes it too confusing. We want people to be part of the conversation. So we're streaming on Rumble right now and then one other place. But, that's basically what we're doing. Blake by the King Simp says, thank you for telling Sydney Watson to wish me a happy birthday. We didn't do anything, Jay. Blake.
I didn't even know it was your birthday.
Wait, who's Blake?
Blake by?
I don't know. I don't know about that. Figment of our imagination. Either way, he either should really resign or
he should absolutely resign. Not really resign. Absolutely resign. Polycarp on Rumble. Is Ultra Sharia mean I have to circumcised again?
Yes.
Absolutely. They take it once, they'll take it again. They took our tips. They took our tips. Have I ever told you about the story about me getting circumcised? So sit down, Habibis. Let me tell you the story. So what's really funny? Where are you going?
No, I'm coming back. I'm just closing my door.
Oh, you don't want other people to hear this. So
okay.
My dad, as you guys know, is Lebanese. So he came
no
over to
the
States. Yep. And in like 78 or something like that, when the Civil War was happening, he came over here on a student visa, refugee visa or something like that. And Lebanese people and Arabs in general, like Syrians, Egyptians, all this type of stuff, they love it when it's a community together. So like if there's a baker that is Lebanese, that's the only baker we'll go to. So there was a doctor who was Lebanese. So that's the only doctor we would go to because he was Lebanese. Now, the guy wasn't great at circumcising.
What was he great at, Jay?
So basically just being like a general doctor, but even then he wasn't that great. And after I was born 8 years later, he lost his license. So this is who snipped my who circumcised my penis and did it in such a horrible job that there's a ring around my shaft that looks like a choker. So basically my dick looks like a Korean chick that goes to a rave.
Can you show us?
Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you guys right now.
No, I meant your actual penis.
No, that's what I'm going to show you guys right now.
Oh, okay,
I'm going
great.
to show you my actual penis.
Perfect. We're waiting. Any day now. While we're waiting, should Jay get another circumcision? Type Y for no. Type N for wait. Hold up. I need to fix that. All right. Let's try that again. All right. So should Jay get another circumcision? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. And then for fun, leave a comment if you think he should just have the whole thing chopped off. Right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Colbeer says N.
So guys, if you're watching at work, please. This is not safe for work, but this is exactly what my penis looks like now. More like the black one here because it's really purple on my shaft. So this is exactly what it looks like. But imagine one eye.
I appreciate that, Jay. I appreciate learning.
I'm never getting that back. This is I know we're off on a tangent right now, but seriously, this needs to be talked about more and pushed more. But they are mutilating children out there. They're mutilating they're mutilating their sexual organs, and we're acting like it's totally okay. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So hi, Jay's mom, Mary.
Hi, Mother.
She comes on in and talks about Jay and how his penis looks exactly like what is it?
Right.
Korean a waifu pillow with a choker on it, right? Is that what I'm talking about?
That's what it looks like. It's a little bit more purple than it is yellow, but that's what it looks like.
Josh G says we're a mile past the tangent. Yes. So the reason we bring this up, obviously, is because I think, Jay, I feel like you and I could probably get a piece of legislation across the finish line, protecting men's penises before getting a bill that supposedly gives women access to abortion.
Right. I think we could.
I think we could too.
I mean, what gives them the right? What gives them the right to snip it off?
Honestly, Jay, I'm surprised that women are given so much attention on this, and yet no one says a damn thing about our penises.
They don't.
Truly. Hey, BB says, "Oh, please stop! I beg you." Carl, who is going back to playing with his Lego, says Habibi's good night. Have a good show. So now that Carl's leaving, now we can finally. Oh yes.
Back to this vote that failed, that they're now claiming is because of the filibuster, which is amazing. You have Warren out on the warpath stating that it is all because of the filibuster and not getting any sort of pushback whatsoever. They're just letting her spew all of this false bullshit. And you're not going to see Dick Face Dale fact check her on this. You're not going to see it. It's not going to happen. I would give no, I won't, but it's not going to happen. I swear it's not. Do you think it's going to happen? Is anyone going to fact check any of these people who are claiming that it's the filibuster that stopped this vote?
No, I mean, like there are supposedly serious people who work for serious political or serious news organizations who say that the filibuster is what caused Roe v. Wade protections to fail in the Senate. And I give you Exhibit A right here. And again, you can take this with a grain of salt. But here you go. Here is Maddo blog saying GOP filibuster derails bill to codify Roe v. Wade protections.
Amazing. But it's not only this, it's also AP themselves. You have that one journalist on AP tweeting out.
Miller? Yeah, I can find that.
What's his name? I think he used to be in Politico, and then he switched. He's now with AP. But his tweet specifically says that it died because of the filibuster, and it said that this was a vote to codify Roe v. Wade, but that's not what the vote was on. The vote was on, like you said, to actually debate the merits of the bill. It wasn't to pass the bill.
Not yet. At least not yet.
He's lying on two fronts.
At least not yet. At least for sure. So here's Zeke Miller who actually is
Miller
at the AP. Tweets, Senate Democrats' bill to write Roe v. Wade into law blocked by GOP-led filibuster as Supreme Court weighs abortion case. So to give you an idea of where things lie, you then have Elizabeth Warren out here basically saying we need to get rid of the filibuster.
And that translates into the video you're about to show. She has a video with there's a video where she was like on the warpath, just like lying about it completely.
I took it off of the of StreamYard, but that's just because that's just because I'm a boomer. This is what Elizabeth Warren says. She tweets out protecting Roe v. Wade, raising the minimum wage, preventing gun violence on issue after issue after issue. The filibuster blocks the will of the American people. For the sake of our people and the sake of our democracy, we must end the filibuster. Jay, they only have 49 votes. They didn't even have a simple majority to move forward on the even debating of this particular Women's Health Protection Act, which barely made it past the House on the 218 to 211 vote. So there is absolutely no way that. Well, first of all, you're never going to prevent gun violence by ending the filibuster. You're never going to raise the minimum wage by ending the filibuster. And and as we learned today, Jay, you are not protecting Roe v. Wade by ending the filibuster. So
that's absolutely correct. But what they want to do is they want to rule by authoritarianism. They want to get rid of the filibuster to make sure that anything and everything they want to get pushed through will get pushed through and signed by Joe Biden.
Right.
But they say all this stuff now. But watch what's going to happen after November. Watch how they talk about the filibuster after November. Watch how the media talks about it. Watch how AP talks about it. Watch how fucking Elizabeth dipshit Warren talks about it. Watch how all of these people talk about it. If Republicans take back the House and the Senate,
which they
will not make a peep out of the filibuster. They would actually defend it and state that it is actually what is saving democracy. They're going to go from saying that what is destroying democracy is saving democracy. They're going to go a whole 180, and you're not going to hear a peep out of the stupid dumb fucks like Brian Stelter talk about this flip-flop that they've made. You're not going to hear it.
So one of the things that obviously, you talk about this, this whole thing about like attacks on democracy. And I just want to highlight this real quick because this has been one of the talking points or part of the mainstream narrative within a lot of people on at least not part, if they're part of the establishment, I have to say it's part of the establishment at this point, because I don't even think people on the left, like far left, would fully agree with everything that's being said. In fact, they probably hate all the neoliberals. But if you think about so you're familiar with Brian Tyler Cohen, right? Jay?
I might be if I see him, but there's a lot of Brians out there.
There are a lot of Brians, and Jay, you would it seems like you might be at war with every single Brian. Let's just put it that way. And I had the
Every
tweet
Brian.
up here I had it here. But basically what I was trying to highlight, and maybe this isn't actually on this particular page, but hold on, I had it right here, Jay.
Go for it. As you're looking for it, I'm going to go through some comments.
Yes, please do.
Danielle C, I'm late and and think that's a good thing based on what I'm seeing. And Janice, Danielle C, you missed Jay's circumcision story, so Allah bless you with tardiness. Basically, when making yourself a Siraj is a plus in life.
Oh, was that said over on Rumble?
No, that was said on the other platform. On Rumble, we have Philip Mays commenting, do people in the middle see through this malarkey? And honestly, I think with every poll you're seeing, more and more of them are seeing through a lot of the different issues that Democrats think are like the main issue with Americans are barely even a fucking blimp in the real issues that are happening with us right now.
All right, so I found the tweet. So this is from
this guy,
Tyler Cohen's show account, in which he on May 8th tweeted, "New Republican candidate for Michigan governor Ryan Kelly just came out against democracy." That's how he phrases it. Saying, quote, "Socialism, it starts with democracy. That's the ticket for the left. They want to push this idea of democracy, which turns into socialism, which turns into communism in every instance." So you see right there, Jay, which is actually kind of funny. Obviously, like Brian Tyrell Cohen is one of those people who takes things out of context and lies for a living.
Right.
But it's obviously fairly interesting to see that this is a pretty dominant line used by people like him, that anything like they've this is what's happening. Basically, they're using the term democracy as sort of like a catch-all for everything that they want to push forward. So if you got against it, if you oppose it, it's like basically saying like,
and you oppose democracy.
It's basically like the new like calling someone racist. It's like the new calling someone transphobic, or new calling someone xenophobic. Now it's like the new thing, the current thing is whether you are for or against democracy. And that's basically what we're seeing right now.
And they think it's not a very good strategy on their part, but you still have a lot of people in the media, especially like the Jake Tapper types, the Brian Stelter types, the dumb fuck Chris Hayes types, that will state that this policy that the Democrats want to push or socialists want to push means you are against democracy if you're against it. If you're against abortion all the way up to like 3 weeks after the baby is born, you're against democracy. If you're against like what's it called? Forgiving debt for doctors and lawyers that make six figures, you're against democracy. If you're against making sure that your state elections are nationalized, you're against democracy. Like, fuck you and fuck everything you stand for when it comes to every single one of these issues. Every one of these issues does not mean you're against democracy. If you're against women voting, you're still not against democracy, because that will help freedom. Appeal the 19th.
Essentially.
100%.
100%. Did I not? Oh, I do have a lot. Oof. Man, I'm dogging it today. So having like having any booze is just like a recipe for disaster. So
it's all right. I'll do it for both of us, Habibi.
Thank you. So as we continue on, we have basically everything relating to Roe v. Wade not being codified by the Senate because of apparently the GOP filibuster is what I don't know, stopped this even discussion about abortion on the Senate floor from happening.
That's the main mind-boggling thing about all this. Like when you watch people like that AP Zachy Miller, whatever the fuck his name is, or you watch
Leave it.
Manu piece of shit asking Warren about this stuff, and they just lie. They lie about it being filibustered, and they lie about what the bill what they were actually voting on. How does that make you feel? Like what do you how do you try to justify journalists like that lying? You can't.
Well, the thing is, like, it's gone so, like, everything about it is like design. This is all happening by design, Jay. It's all by design. It's disrupted to our society. It's disrupted to our country. It's just designed to shake. I think. Um, I think it's a lot of it's designed to just like intentionally malicious and just trying to change the fabric of America. I don't have other words for this. Like it's very difficult to like put this into words because when you see this happen, um, like it's either frustration or anger, and it seems like everyone is able to just get away with it. I don't know. Like it.
Right.
I mean, I mean, like I'm not. Like obviously one of the things with these protests over abortion rights, like I had no issues with people protesting outside the Supreme Court, but once they start like doxing the and like going outside the homes of these Supreme Court justices, particularly the ones who are voting to overturn Roe v. Wade, like Brett Kavanaugh and
Alito,
Alito.
Thomas.
It just and what? Oh yeah, Clarence Thomas. It's just like every they, for a fact that like this is all insidious. It's all designed to lower the bar even further, so that when eventually someone decides that they're going to take matters into their own hands and say Doc's a liberal justice, then they'll basically blame the entire right, call them domestic terrorists, and then weaponize the entire intelligence community to target anyone who has any negative opinions or have said anything negative about, say, a liberal or a liberal Supreme Court justice, you name it. That's what I feel like is happening by design.
Yeah, it really and it is. They're all the most of these guys are activists. They're there to push an agenda for a political side. And the fact that this administration will not condemn these protests, which are illegal, because you're not supposed to be protesting in front of their their residencies in some of those locations. You're not allowed to do it. And when the police will be called and try to disperse some of those, they're going to be demonized. It's just a fucking vicious circle from these these people who pretend to uphold the truth of what is going on.
It's infuriating. Anyways,
on a lighter note, Maddie Hendrickson. Sorry I'm late, Habibis. My birthday has been interrupted by straight line winds and tornadoes.
Stay safe, Maddie, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Man. So
anymore.
So Jay, there's this was the final week that Jen Psaki is going to be in the White House press secretary before she moves over to her comfy studio at MSNBC.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, basically, we are looking at Karine Jean-Pierre coming in, who has been the deputy press secretary. And you know what she had? You know what job she had before that, Jay?
Tell me.
She
Tell
was
me.
at
Lay it on me.
she was at MSNBC.
And what
Oh.
was she pushing? What was she pushing at MSNBC? What type of fucking rhetoric was she pushing other than the fact that the 2016 election was stolen, or
Mhm.
the fact that there was election fraud in the Georgia election? This is the stuff that this press secretary was pushing. How many journalists are going to ask her about those previous tweets? How many?
How many? Well, it depends on if she ever calls on any of like a Peter Ducey or I don't know.
Exactly. It's only going to be one or two. That's it. Everybody else doesn't see, and that's what's so fucking mind-boggling to me when you have people like Jake Tapper talk about how talking about stolen elections or election fraud is a detrimental issue to the fabric of our democracy here in the United States. Like it's going to dissolve democracy and freedom for everybody. That they don't have the same rhetoric when you have Hillary fucking Clinton saying the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, she still says it's been stolen.
And then now you have the press secretary coming out and saying this shit. Like all of it is just a fucking play. Like this is what I say. Like it makes you go crazy. They do it on purpose to try and make you go crazy. They are the abusive boyfriend or girlfriend that gaslight you like crazy. And when you try to bring up the truth, they bring their friends and buddies to come out and say you're crazy.
Yeah.
So we're all Alex Jones.
Basically, that's where we all. That's where we are now. That's where we are. Oh God, I'm falling Bucks Celtics.
Oh, go Bucks. What's the score?
I'm not gonna say anything, Jay. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say a word.
You're not gonna say a word?
No, I'm not. You know, the game's not over. Game's not over. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's not going well. Let's just say it's not going well. Anyways, Perry Jean-Pierre. Let's see. Oh God, Jay. Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, it's 2-2. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, what is it? Q4, 6 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna give it to some guy who plays for the Boston. Is it Kyrie Irving?
No,
Is that the good guy in the Celtics?
The Kyrie hasn't played for the Celtics in like 2 years.
No, I didn't say Steph Curry. I said Kyrie.
What?
Kyrie. He plays for the Celtics, right?
No.
Not Kyrie.
I hate you.
Oh, well, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is going to hit a 3 right now, right?
Yeah, Larry Bird's going to get it. Fuck me. All right.
It's getting there, bro. It's getting right up there. That's crazy.
Okay, back to Karine Jean-Pierre, who is going to be the next White House press secretary. Now, apparently this is a win for diversity okay, Jay, we can't say anything negative, okay? Can't say anything negative, because if you do, you're already a racist and homophobe.
And a homophobe.
And a homophobe.
A racist, sexist homophobe. I mean, they couldn't get any happier with this. They couldn't get any happier. Now they're going to call anyone who says anything or criticizes anything that they're sexist, homophobes, and they're racist, because she's a black lesbian that they say is an LGBTQ person. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to call all my gay friends and lesbian friends LGBTQ plus people.
Yeah, as you should, Jay. You should, because no one says I'm coming out as gay. No one says I'm coming out as a lesbian or as bi. No, they are essentially 100% under. They're essentially coming out as an LGBTQ plus person, and so
that's what they are.
We should not be able to If we decide, if we say that they are gay, that gives them gay privilege. If we say that they're trans, it gives them trans privilege. If we say that they're lesbian or bi, it gives them lesbian and bi privilege.
Or if you say that they're a lesbian, that means they're a woman. And Sarah, our official LGBTQ plus Habibti, LGBTQ plus Habibti. She loves it. That's how she likes to be identified from now on is LGBTQ plus Habibti.
Yeah. So there we go. God, the fucking Celtics, man. Jesus Christ.
It's, final. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was like a second left. Aw. Aw. Irving couldn't do it for you guys.
Absolute pain.
It's okay, Habibi. You know what you should do to help lighten your mood after this loss?
What's that?
You should go watch Ted Lasso over on Apple TV. I'm serious. You should. It's great. It's great, especially because you're a soccer fan and a Premier League fan. Like that's why it's kind of fun watching it. I mean, there are some parts in it that are just fucking dumb as fuck, but overall, I like the show. The show is pretty good.
Terrible. Just terrible. Just awful. I hate you, Jay. So much. Aren't you a Man United fan?
I am.
Aren't you guys getting relegated?
We are.
Good. Rico Roca,
Well,
thank you for
not
the super
relegated.
Not good. Not good, Habibis. Celtics just completed all-time choke, down 2-3 going into Milwaukee. I know. It's just terrible. Terrible. Terrible, Jay. I am without speech. I am speechless. All I can do is think about pain. Pain. All of it is pain. God damn it, Jay.
It's not easy. And look, and I know how it feels. I really do. Being a Man United fan, watching how far they've fallen has been just has not been easy. It's not been easy to watch.
No, it hasn't. Fucking Celtics. Anyways. So getting back to Kareem Jean-Pierre. God damn, I can't even think about anything else right now. This is fucking
that's really it's insane to me like how deep people are into sports here, like because I think unfortunately me moving to California from the UAE has dampened my ability to be a sports fan because fuck the Lakers and I really don't give a fuck about the Rams. Maybe I can be a hockey fan, but it really diluted it. I mean, I was a diehard Man United fan back overseas because I was surrounded by it. We watched the games every weekend, like it was a ritual type thing. Over here, like nobody cares. Nobody really gives a shit.
You're also it's such a huge time difference for you between the West Coast and the UK. It's just
No. I'm talking about nobody. The sports wise, like nobody gives a shit.
Oh, no one in California gives a shit.
Yeah, nobody is so heartfelt like it. Like for example, you watching the Celtics team lose, turn into a little bitch. There's not a lot of people out here that it happens to.
This is really us mailing it in. We are mailing it in so hard right now. Anyways, I Like we literally had like almost no agenda tonight because it's just like everything is just.
It's been a fucking long ass week.
It's been a shit week, man. It's been a shit week.
And Eliza Blue.
There is Eliza Blue podcast. That is her actual last name, podcast.
Her last name is podcast. Miss Podcast. Who's the loser? Who's the loser?
Obviously, you, Jay, right?
Whoa, wait.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, there it is.
Sarah says, "Where is Ern?" He was here at the beginning of the show, and then he got sick of my shit and left. This podcast says it's Siraj.
This is the truth.
It's
not bad. It's not bad.
So Janice says, "Mail the postcards, damn it!" And then Hank Habibi says, "While you're mailing it,
might as well." For the Habibis who don't understand what's going on, this has been a 2-year thing. So Siraj had had a tier in his Patreon for the list that he will earn postcards to you guys for subscribing, and that was in when was that? 2020. I'll give it to you. 2020. It's
2021.
2020. And he was supposed to post it for this new year. And then he was like, you know what would be funny? If it said Happy New Year and they received it when? On Easter.
On Easter.
And that's fucking so past. So now he's gonna have to have Happy Easter when it's Halloween. And that's still gonna you know what, Siraj? 2025. Happy New Year 2020. And
let's see how long I can wait. Maybe I'm not even gonna mail it out. I'm just gonna give it to people who come to Habibi Con in September. Oh, you came? Here's your postcard. Oh fuck.
It's crazy.
And now I'm just doom scrolling, Jay. I am doom scrolling.
Siraj just end the show. Vibe's been killed. Eliza podcast. You'll always have a special place in my heart, Jay. Oh, Eliza. As will you.
Let's just use it, Jay. Let's just use this time as it asks us anything. Let's literally anyone who has any questions. We'll just
on Rumble.
Just ask us anything, really. Ask us anything.
Yes.
Philip Maz on your Rumble says, "Do people in the middle see through this malarkey?" I don't know. I think more people are.
I think so too, and most polls are showing that. I think most polls are showing that people on the center, independents, are seeing like really through the absolute fucking bullshit and the lies that this administration are pushing, especially when it comes to inflation, especially when it comes to gas prices, when it comes to the economy, when it comes to all of this. We know that this administration is lying as fuck.
Wonton on YouTube says, "Blake, by bonking someone else for simping is peak irony. You can't. We literally have a banner for this that you can never go full Blake by for anyone, and by that we mean simp for anyone."
Right. That's the truth.
Turtleneck 420 says, "How much money do I have to give the bald one to shave his beard right now on stream?" Jay, how much?
To shave my beard so I can be like the let me show you what I'll look like if I shave the beard. Let me just show you.
I'd like to see this. Polycarp has a question for you, Jay, over on Rumble. Says, "Did you love Man United as a kid?"
I did. I did because most of my friends loved Liverpool. and when I was a kid. So I wanted, and Arsenal. So I just wanted to be a little different. And I thought, what better way to do this than to be a Man U fan, because they hated Man United. They all hated Man United. And I don't know why they hated Man United. Like, I never understood it. And then watching them lose over and over and over again to Man United, I understood why Arsenal hated Man United. So this is what I look like if I shave. This is exactly what I look like if I shave.
My God.
This is it right here, because my nose will come out and everything will go back. Good. Yeah, this is exactly me if I shave. So back to that, what's his name's question. How much to shave?
How much money?
For you, Turtleneck 420, who I know who this is. Like, I know who this is. That's what's really funny about this, is like, I know exactly who this is. So I'll tell him $70,000. That's how much it would take for me to shave live on air. You give me $70,000 right now, I'll shave. And I know exactly who you are.
Sarah Hayden, Siraj is laughing when he looked the same 2 months ago. Yeah. Cold Beer says Jeff Rubin and Elizabeth Warren are secretly eating each other.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Sandra Matthews says, "Did you watch 2,000 Mules?" No, I haven't yet. I haven't had time. I don't think you have, Jay, either.
I haven't seen it. No. Polycarp on Habibi Bros. How much to shave your ass? So to shave my ass live on air, like as a Rumble exclusive, to shave my ass,
it's got to be
on air.
That's on local.
$550. That's what will happen. And Siraj will do the shaving.
Yes. With a straight razor. Straight edge.
Yes, with a one razor.
Yeah. Dan Wants Pizza says, "Where's there a leather?" He was here in the beginning. And then he was right here. He was literally here. He was literally right here. And then he got sick of my bullshit. And then wife came home. So he's hanging out with the wife. What can I do? What can I do? Rico Roca says, "Can we advocate for Big Al Horford to get a statue outside the Garden?" God, they got just.
I don't know what any of these words mean. What is this?
It's all about. He's talking about the Celtics. Okay, he's talking about the Celtics.
Oh, he's talking about them losing?
Something like that. Nothing about Siraj shaving Jay's ass would be straight.
No, it's the straightest thing you can do. As a bro, helping out another bro, it's straight as fuck.
It really is. You're not straight if you don't help your boys shave their ass. Turtleneck 420 asks, how much for you to shave your eyebrows? My budget is $20.
Oh, that's amazing.
Sarah Higdon says, "Wax it."
Okay, if we're gonna wax it, it's up $1,000. So it'll be $1,569, and I'll wax it live on air.
Tom Wanton says, "Siraj, kind of odd you call your hand wife. Also odd that your hand came home." No, but seriously, man, we should wax your ass.
Joshin on Rumble is asking about Habibi Khan status. So Habibi Khan this year, we are planning it for September 10th and 11th. That's going to be over a weekend. And of course, 11th because of the 11th.
Yep.
And for it being 9/11. And it's going to be in Tampa Bay. That is where it's going to be. We are going to send out an invitation on our locals page. And the invitation is also going to have a code for you to be able to book at the hotel where we will be streaming live. We're going to be using their business conference hall to stream a live episode with a live audience. And if you guys are not already subscribed to our locals to see the updates, I suggest you go to the description of this video and subscribe to our locals. You can get a month free with the code GenRuben69. And in the coming months, you're going to see a lot more updates coming in. Now, you do not have to stay at the hotel that we're planning to put it on. You can come any other way that you would like to.
Come.
But yes, it will be Tampa Bay the weekend of the 9th, of the 10th, of the 11th, and the live streaming episode will be in on 9/11.
Yes, and Hank says, "Don't let Siraj send out the invitations."
That's because it'll take some time.
Because they'll never get sent out.
Right. They won't. But I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, and I think it's gonna be we're also going to have dinner on the 10th. We're going to have a lunch on 10th. There's going to be a lot more information out there if you want to participate in those things. We'll send those things out to you.
Turtleneck, who has the gall to ask how much he would have to pay to get Jay to shave his beard on the stream, and then asks him how much money it would be to shave his eyebrows. Then asks Mujahid, why don't you do it in Washington?
Well, person I know who exactly this is. The reason why it's not going to be done in Washington is because Florida is more free. Florida is more accessible to a lot of other people. And also, Florida is going to be better weather. Hopefully, we'll get a hurricane warning during September. But yeah, Florida is where it's going to be.
Yeah. BB says, good idea using locals for the invite, giving your history with actual snail mail. And then Janice says, this better not be at the Trop. Well, it's definitely not at Fenway, considering how...
I don't know these words.
Hank LBB says, so see you guys September 19th and the 20th.
Really? I mean, if we were the ones who actually planned 9/11, it wouldn't have happened until 2012. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. So obviously, so real quick before we go, Jay, because we're coming up on the end of the show, is that so we would normally do a local stream Thursday nights, but I gotta go up to my sister's med school graduation, so we're finally getting a doctor in the family, Jay, someone who my parents can finally be proud of.
Alhamdulillah. So, I mean, they're also proud of the lawyer in the family, but I mean, doctor right. Even more proud.
Yeah, even more proud, which is alhamdulillah. So that's what I'll be doing. And I was just getting a text from my brother because I completely forgot that was happening. Just for a moment.
Please, somebody clip this. Please, somebody clip this so we can send it to his brother so he can play it on the big screen at the graduation that you totally forgot about it.
About her graduation. It's my sister's graduation. I'm sorry, Jay. Oh, man. I am just off my game. What are you going to do,
Absolutely.
Right? So, yes. Jay, by the way, very fluid plug for locals. That was so much better than what I do.
No, Habibi, it's great. It's just because I'm a little tipsy. That's it.
Good. Janice says it's absolutely shocking that I don't know which part was shocking for her, but shocking nonetheless, probably for the fact that
All of us, everybody.
Yeah. Hank Habibi says, Dr. Lawyer and Circus Jester. What a family. Don't forget, I have another sister who is a fashion designer and entrepreneur, so has her own business.
Does, and she actually has a really nice website, and like she has some really nice designed clothes and stuff. Like it's, I'm surprised you guys are from the same tree.
Yeah. I'm just as surprised as anyone, honestly. So, oh man. So we're gonna wrap it up here, Habibis. Hope you all have a good rest of your week. And stay safe out there. For the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We'll see you next time on the Habibi Power Hour. Peace, mess to them.